Right, we are live on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. I see we don't have all that many guys here yet. Sorry, it's early on a Sunday morning for some of you, and early on well, just after midnight for some. Right, and very late for some others. So, man, this time zone thing is a story and a half. But anyway, me and Uncle John, we're here already. If anybody wants to join us, we are on our way. Good morning, Sid,
Good
Robert.
morning,
Good morning.
Nico.
Right. Yeah, and there's Andrew there on the stream as well. Good morning, Andrew. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. This is version fix 353.2a. It's non-public. I got it from Zibo last night, almost midnight. It addresses an issue with the IRS alignment. And he says he found a problem in the code related to when you spawn with engines running mostly, but it could affect other areas. Now, I don't spawn with engines running and then go fly. So obviously, we are testing it now. We're checking. I've done 2 tests already with cold and dark and with engines running startup. I haven't been able to fail my IRSs again, like you guys saw on the stream. When was it? Yesterday, the day before? Can't remember. Anyway. So, Tommy, good morning. Nice to see you here as well. We're going to obviously start from cold and dark now, and we're going to get into testing this thing again, see if it works, if it doesn't work. So, Zibo, if you're watching again, or if you watch the video later, as you can see, purposefully cold and dark. All right, there's nothing I've done. I've literally spawned in. So we're going to have to put up the load and everything else. And to the VA guys, I do apologize. We had to set the settings back. So unfortunately, you're going to get this 19.6 thing the whole time. Now for a few days. It's done for testing purposes. All right, Mako needs to make the new SimBrief configuration work with the new website, and so unfortunately it has to be set that way. And SimBrief, for some other reason in their API, does not seem to follow their own guidelines or rules or whatever you want to call it. So we have to address the situation, and this is the only way we can. Let me just get that value in my head again. 1476 and 3193. Right, okay. Good, so we've moved that. We've got 5,400, I beg your pardon, fuel. That's it. So good morning, Steve. Good morning, Krister. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to test this IRS thing, see what we can do. And if there's another kink in the cable somewhere, we're going to find it. So, right, this morning we are flying from Geneva to, what is it called? Salzburg, LOWS. I'm taking runway 15 for the ILS. The last time I flew in there, we did the other side with the RNAV. So I've modified my plan slightly to the one that's in the VA. I just dropped 1 or 2 of the last waypoints and made it go straight towards the ILS. So I dropped 1 or 2 of the links there, and I just made the angle a little better. Otherwise, it comes in really sharply, and it's not nice. We almost get like a box effect, so we want to avoid that. Morning, Paul. Morning, Rob. And yeah, that's it. Let's start setting up. Let's get going. So from cold and dark, let's make sure we get some GPU. By the way, also I have disabled my SAM external loading completely. I can't be doing with this nonsense. The one day it works, the one day it doesn't work. I changed nothing on my side, so it's very evident that those guys mess around on their servers, and until such time as they can provide any stability, there's no point in me using SAM to load the aircraft. Yesterday when I tried it, I ended up with 20 tons of fuel when I was supposed to have 6. And I can't be dealing with that. So just for your information, I've disabled that. And once they've settled and made up their mind what they want and that they've got some stability, we can reevaluate using it again. But right now it's no good. Right, okay, we don't need a tow truck, so I'm not even going to bother to do that kind of planning. Alright, that is done. That's done. Get some lights on the subject. Wait for the two whites. Two white lights. Your damper can come on. And we have 8 minutes. Right, our flight level is going to be 300. Alright, I presume it's 300 on the one side, yeah, and on the other side, it's 290. It's got something to do with this north-south instead of east-west again, so I'm just going to configure for 300. If ATC comes up, you can direct me down again. Good morning, Scotsman. Yeah, I hope you're doing well as well. I quickly reflew my 747 flight this morning, and I actually managed to book it for the VA. So, Neil, you're aware I bombed out yesterday because better pushback. Didn't like it. Oh, I want to show you something else. I hope you guys are in for a nice laugh. I learned another thing about the 747, Uncle John.
I'm listening.
Never start the pushback with parking brake set.
Yes, it makes a difference.
Yeah, no, I took screenshots and I don't see my. I see my screenshots. Where's my screenshots? Oh, there we go. Hold on, I want to show you.
That's why I thought it strange you had problems, because mine pushed back okay.
No. This was this morning. Last night, better pushback just didn't work for this plane, so I skipped it. This morning, I did pushback. Look, parking brakes were set, so I ended up on my tail.
Oh.
Don't start pushback with parking brake set. And the funny thing is, in the cockpit, in the aircraft itself, on the pedestal here where you've got your little paddle, it was down. So that's why I didn't bother to, press the toe brakes. So anyway, it happened. Yeah, I wheelied. And the funny thing is, the moment it started wheeling like that, right? It went into the flight mode on the actual the EFB. There was no controls left for the pushback. So this thing just started pushing back and pushing back and pushing back. And eventually I stepped on the toe brakes and this thing just came down again. Oh, okay. So anyway, that was fun. Almost like a rocket takeoff. You can say that again. Oh, it was funny.
Now, are you still having problems in Discord with your sound?
I never heard you, Uncle John. Scotsman, are you still having issues with your sound in Discord? Uncle John's asking. Oh, yeah, he says he got it fixed, Uncle John.
Silly boy.
Krister, go log it on the forum that Zibo can see it. You're not the first one to comment on it. Remember, that is at the top of climb, or at least in the cruise as well. So just make sure if you're facts, then go log it. Go log it with great pleasure. Right, that's fine. I'm gonna be another 5 or 10 minutes before I go. Need to make sure everything is fine. Okay, we have a problem. Start from the beginning. Ah, there's the problem. Thank you. Second flight director wasn't on. See how easy a mistake comes in, eh?
Captain Hatcher on the fastest seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Going to push back.
Okay. And outer in golf. Right, I don't have to push back. I can just go straight forward. So I'm just going to start my APU before I mess it up again. Then I'll be ready. I don't have Linda, so I better do some trimming, I suppose. Right.
Morning.
Good morning, Sasso.
Morning.
How's it going, gents?
All good in you?
All good. Just moving stuff. So I'm around. I'm listening.
Okay.
But really at the desktop, just moving around.
Gotcha.
What he's saying is he's keeping his beady eyes on us.
Ah,
It's like Big Brother is watching.
got it. Got it.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
There's probably an auto gate there, not a SAM gate, so
All right, we've got everyone strapped in.
move out the way once we get going. Thank you, Trish. Okay, door closed. Let's start about thinking about starting the engine, steaming, huh? So.
Yes.
With this new pedestal and the new electronic switches and everything, when do you usually lift your fuel cutoff switch? Is it still at 25 just to be safe? Because I've heard you can do this from about 15 onwards already because it's electronically controlled now.
Correct. But we still do 25. Probably because in my company we still have some old aircraft with the lever.
Yeah, and you don't want to confuse the people. Okay,
exactly.
Got it.
So we keep 25, even with the Max, and the Max are all coming. Sorry, 8200 are all coming with the switches, no levers.
Gotcha. Yeah. No. I don't know if Zibo modeled it. I've just flicked it at 15. It might not be modeled correctly as I anticipated, but I mean it is working. It is going. Engine is igniting. Yeah, right, that looks good. I better sit upright and pretend I know what I'm doing. Alright, so let's get you on. Brakes are off. Let's quickly do the tests. Yeah, that's fine. Then
Yoga.
enjoy. Just want to see that we don't interfere with somebody. They sit over there. Alright, let's go.
Hi guys, hi Nico.
Hello, Andy.
Hello.
Hello, morning to all.
Here's Uncle John. Speedy Gonzalez. I just noticed my view changed. I didn't change it. That's weird. I know I fiddled with it yesterday. I made a mistake, so I had to reset it. So I think I might have been at the wrong zoom level or something. I'll fix it shortly.
Cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Right, I'm lining up.
Approaching 05. On runway 05.
A little better now. I can also see my wiper, and no, nothing is obstructed. Nice view that. Right, Sid, I'm gonna call Toga shortly.
Okay, cool.
Toga. Up. And command A. There we go.
Nice one, Nico.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your flight as well.
I'm just setting this baby up. I'll be there shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome aboard the Skymatix flight.
I forgot that or don't you guys talk like that? Is that more an American thing?
No, negative. when it comes to APA, I need the proper Italian accent.
Okay, alright. Good.
And not only Italian accent, but Italian accent from the south. So
Aha.
you can imagine it.
Aha.
Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
Morning. Toga.
Hello.
But for the guys that joined late, this is fixed to A for version 353, non-public still. The only change that happened is Zibo worked on the IRS alignment. He says he found a bug that's more pertaining to starting with engines running, but can have an effect somewhere else as well. I was obviously one of the guys who got it, you know, from a place where it happened somewhere else, because I always start cold and dark. So, so far I've done 3 tests already with it. This is my 3rd test. Done cold and dark, I've done with engines running, you know, all these things to see that the IRSs actually work. So far I haven't picked up any issues yet. It seems fixed. I hope it's fixed. We'll obviously fly a bit more, test a bit more. I've just released the seatbelt sign. Christer, start serving, brother. Let's get these people happy. And thanks, Tommy. Just noticed your comment there. Thank you. Looks like a nice morning. Was a bit bumpy getting out of that airport, but look now, it's kind of calm, nice.
Looking like a nice day. I checked the weather for here last night for the route. I think it's actually been not too bad.
Thanks, Christer. That's a big zip over there, so
What, sorry?
I say that's a big zip. Sounds like you're zipping your suitcase.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you see.
Out, so it's so crazy over here. I can tell you. Proper mess. Anyway, we'll sort it out. End point.
Isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful. It's a bit bumpy again here, eh? At 15,000, guys, the bumpiness returns a little bit.
I got shaken up a bit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, in the beginning, just after takeoff, you got shaken, then it was nice and calm, and now all of a sudden, man, it's shaking.
Nice.
But, oh, the view. The view.
Pilot's eye view.
Are you taking any direct to Nico, or is it just following the flight plan?
Well, the flight plan that I have, let me just share my last one because I did modify it slightly. I'm just going to quickly copy this one and just check it with the one in my flight roster, because at the very end there was 1 or 2 waypoints that I did cut out just to get the actual trajectory a bit right, because some of those angles it wanted me to fly eventually was crazy. Have a look there. I've just pasted the new one. Just pasted the actual flight route that I'm flying now. It's in my flight roster for Sunday. Let me put it on the screen here as well. You know, I can quickly show you.
Cool.
Show you. So what happened was, at the very end, there was 1 or 2, I can't remember how many, waypoints that was taking me directly here to Sixdorf. See, there's a place called Sixdorf, okay? And then it wanted me to do like a 90-degree turn, another almost 90-degree turn, and it looked like a box. So I just...
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, whatever was there, I took out. So I'm going straight over that lake. You know, so my last waypoint is ZUREX, and then from ZUREX it goes to TRAUN. You know, there you go. And then we get in.
Okay.
Thank you, Christer. That's a good thought. I hope Zibo likes the special meal for him too. Oh, that's good.
Nice, Nico.
Helps early on a Sunday morning. Eh? What's nicer? Wow. You look this side and this. Oh, there's a lake. Oh, okay. That's all. Is that all? Yes. Oh, thanks, Steve. Oh, I like it, man. It's good. Really nice.
Driving up.
Enjoy.
Mind the cars, I suppose.
Well, that'd be cool if you remember to start your cars.
I'm doing well, I'm just no long up, so brain seems to be working a bit.
Good, good. And good luck with your work, Christer. Talk to you later.
Gents, it's time for me to go as well. Moving in a new house. So I will talk with you later or in the next couple of days.
Okay, good luck, and don't strain yourself too much, you know. Hope you have
No. Well, tomorrow I'm starting working again, so I will have only half of the morning free to do some stuff. So we'll see. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day.
Good luck, Sasser.
Good luck.
Bye bye, Sasso.
Bye.
Have a good
bye.
one. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Thousand to go.
At least it's no cloudy and you can see the mountains, Nico.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, really nice view. What I do find interesting is there's one hell of a storm. Look at those clouds. If you look on where are you looking? Check that bank of clouds coming up there. I suppose this is part of the beginning, and then a little bit further we're gonna have the massive storm here on our right hand side. That's our trajectory if you see the red line there.
Wow,
Okay.
aye.
But
Cool.
But I've checked the meter, we're missing it. We right on the outskirts, so we might get some overflow of it. We're right next to it actually.
Might even get some winds for it. No, maybe some winds kicking up.
Meter is still fine, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, so far so good. Right, by the way, I see one of the users there. I do not know how to pronounce your name. You asked for the PC specs. I checked. The cloud bot was switched off at Streamlabs. I don't know why. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it was. I did a reset on it, so in about 5 minutes or so it should pick up that we're streaming and it should be back to normal operation, I hope. We'll test it just now.
Nico,
Yes.
I have a question regarding the landing technique because I always mess up something. Like let's say you follow the glide slope. Okay, you're about to land. You're following an ILS landing glide slope, and you're following the FD, the pink diamonds. Okay, so until some moment, I always take about 50 feet above threshold. You start looking at the end of the runway, and that's when you of course don't watch the FD anymore. But I always I don't hit the touchdown zone. I'm always overflying it at that moment. So my question is, when do you actually when is that turning point that you have to hit the touchdown zone? And
well, the touchdown zone is huge, so it sounds like you're floating, which means that you need to be over the threshold at about 50 feet. All right. Then as you come down, the aircraft is already in the landing position in terms of its stance. You know, it's already nose up. You don't have to pull the nose up at all. It's already in the landing. What's the right English word for it? You know, it's already nose up enough. You don't have to do anything. So what you do is, as it comes down, when you hit between 20, depending on if you're faster or slower, between 10 and 20 feet, you just close your throttle and you just hold the nose. You don't pull it up. People, you know, that used to flying Cessnas pull nose up quite a bit. You know, don't have to do that in the wing. It's already in the right stance. It's in the right angle already. All you do is you close it and you just hold the nose up. It will then settle down and you shouldn't be outside of your touchdown zone at all. You should be right in it.
Okay. So you keep on following the pink diamond till about 50 feet, or?
No, I at the moment I can see what I'm doing. I ignore those diamonds. I don't care. If it's an Cat 3 landing, it's a different state, different situation. But I mean, if you can see what you're doing, you can see what you're doing. So I typically disconnect autopilot and auto throttle a couple of 100 feet up, fly it down, and you know, just maneuver it the way I feel comfortable with it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I try and aim. This is the thing. I try and aim to be roughly 50 foot above the ground when I pass the threshold. That's your aim. That's where you want to be. That's what your charts tell you. That's where you really should be. It's not always possible, but if you can do the 50 feet crossing that threshold, then you're already in the right stance. Your nose is up. The back wheels are already waiting to touch down. All you do is then wait for either 20 if you're fast or 10 if you're a bit slow, and you just pull the throttle way back and it will just touch down. You just hold the nose. You don't pull the nose, don't push the nose, you just hold it in that position.
No, clear. Maybe it's because I use this plug-in stable approach. I don't know if you know it. So it always tells me that I'm not on the glide slope, you know, so I'd always give some penalties there.
Get rid of it. No, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Nico?
Yeah.
Can I possibly suggest, if he's watching your stream, you can do a talk through as you're coming in, tell him what you're doing.
Yeah,
when you're doing it.
We can do that, or if you just go down to the training room, the training video room, Sasso's video is in there. He did an in-depth analysis looking side on, so you can see the stance of the aircraft, you know, the actual position.
Yeah, actually I have to see the full stream because I also want to know exactly till what point he watches the flight director and what is the point that he actually changes to watching the runway. Some things there which it's not clear to me yet, but I have to maybe indeed watch the stream again.
Yeah, and then there's another thing that Tommy just mentioned, right? In your EFB, make sure that you switch these little triangles on, these blue ones, right? Because that's your throttle. So before you disconnect your auto throttle, just make sure that you match them with the line. You see there, like I'm doing now. You'll see it in a few seconds on the stream. So there you go. And then obviously coming into land, it's roughly 57 to 60 in one. So that's why my little blue triangles are usually in the position they are there, Because once you disconnect the auto throttle and you touch your throttle, your hardware throttle, it's going to change immediately. So you don't want to have a too big a change so that you lose speed. Because the moment you lose speed, you're going to fall like a rock.
Oh, is that like in the EFB you have to do some setting? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am descending, Nico.
Cool. We just start thinking of stuff like that, right?
UNH1011.
Thank you. I'll double check my side as well. Ooh, that was close. Whatever. $682 and go. Michael, good morning. Right, just the course value still need to be set, and guess what? I am decent. Three. Right. Right, and the VOR is 1138. iOS is 109. Okay. Let's do it rather this way. So that one's further to reach, and then we can do that. And we can keep an eye on that VOR as well. Right, so I'm just switching to terrain radar on this side and weather on that side. I don't foresee us getting much of that weather I showed you guys earlier. Keep an eye on it. Not often I could sit in this seat, you know. Otherwise I end up on Linda's lap.
Are you missing not having Linda?
It's strange not having a, miss might be not the correct word, but yeah, it's strange not having her.
An empty seat, Nico. So it's an empty seat.
Yeah.
Well, that's us eventually in the air after our X-plane crashed on.
Say again? Yeah, you're back in the air now.
Aye, X-plane crashed on me. Just as I was about to throttle up.
Damn it.
Thankfully, we've got autosave. That comes in very handy.
I see Sid is almost on top of me.
I will slow down a little bit, Nico.
Yeah, no problem. Like we always do, if it's a problem, I'll land and just roll through. Just make sure that I'll be on a lesser auto brake than you. Just make sure that you brake harder than me. That's all. Check my YouTube channel. There's a 4.5 minute video that I made on putting the thing in there. It's easy. All you need is little nav map and the 4.5 minutes to watch the video. It's very easy to do the map on the every tab. I'm taking screenshots. I don't know about you, but I mean this.
These mountains are gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah. It's nice flying parallel to them for a change instead of just going straight over them.
I was thinking that, like, you've got to see them all right on the right hand side all the way down, all the way to the airport. Really nice. That's probably why it's so bumpy, Nico.
Yeah, bird wings. Yeah, mountain wings. There's the lake. I think we're going to go over just now. Turning left, yeah. I don't know if there's more than one lake, but that should be it then. Michael, I'll put the link here. It's easier to just grab it here. I mean, if you go to my page, it's literally in the tutorial section. Let me grab it quickly. Andrea, never be sorry to ask a question. I mean, if you can't ask a question, then I shouldn't be here, so feel free anytime. Good morning, Carl. I've never saved a safe flight with the Zibo mod itself, ever. In all the years I've been involved in this project, I've never tried it. So what I do is I save my flight in Navigraph, and then I go to flights, and I go to export, and I export the flight straight. That's what I do. And that export obviously goes into the X-Plane output FMS plans folder, you know, so I use this to export my flights. The only other way to do that is through downloading from SimBrief or something like that, but I don't do any flight planning or anything in the Zibo. Everything gets done like the real pilots do on the outside. Then I bring the plan in here, then I use the plan. So if I understood you correctly, that should be the answer. If I didn't understand you correctly, I tried to tell you how I do it, you know. If the sim crash, okay, alright, yeah, see, I didn't understand you. So what you do is there's two things going to happen. Once it detects, the Zibo mod will detect the sim crash. It will bring up a screen for you where you can select yes or no. You can recover your flight directly. But if you want to create a flight, you have to come into load, save flight situation. So we're going to save a flight with the bottom ones, and then we recall it with the top row. So if you zoom in, you'll see there it tells me it's LSGG to LOWS and an approximate place where we were when we saved the flight. See, same with all of them. And so then once the system detects a crash, it will bring up a box asking you, do you want to restore it? You can select yes, or you can come and use one of your own saves. Right, and then the other thing is, yes, that's the other thing. Now I need to try and remember where it was. I can't remember exactly. Oh, there we go. Under realism, your autosave. You need to set up your autosave here off 1 minute. Mine's on 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes it will do an autosave, or you can have 15 minutes. And that's it. That's the backdrop behind it. Now you just need to set it the way you want it, and then use it, you know, when necessary. Good morning, James. Yeah, exactly, Cole. And thank you so much for your help there. And I hope that answers the question now. I don't know if you realize this, but English is not my first language. I've come to learn how to speak it, kind of, but it's not my first language. So if I don't understand something, just help me. Right, I'm actually going to stow this. I don't need that anymore. Pull some speed brake, zoom in a little bit to see what we're doing. So there's our VOR. We're not going to do the hold. Set up our heading already. Go. Right, so there's our track. We're going to bypass the VOR and go straight down where we want to be. You are welcome. Uncle John, have you landed?
Final approach, Nico.
Thank you, sir. See the water's already woken up now. Well, eventually woken up for this morning. Ooh, and now it's bombarding us.
To go.
Hey James, thank you, man. Oh, you're welcome.
James Lang donated £4.49 through SuperChat. Show of appreciation for the hard work you all put in to bring us the superb Zibo mod. Thank you, I will be forever grateful. Hands, clapping handshake.
Yeah, much appreciated. Tommy, I've spoken to Sid. He said he'll slow down, but the agreement also is what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to an auto brake 1, Sid. So you make sure you're on 2 or 3 when you brake. Right.
Okay, Nico.
Then I'll roll through and we'll see what happens.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, no problem. According to Web, you're turning away from me, so you are extending your gap, you know, making it a bit bigger. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm vectoring myself a bit.
Alright, okay, then I'm gonna go back to an auto brake 2. And thank you, Scotsman, same to you.
You're still not a top of time yet, just a bit.
Runway vacated.
Thank you, Uncle John. Steve.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch.
Flaps. Flaps. Approaching 1-5.
That was a bit late. Right, so you guys see that little blue, those blue markers, those triangles. I've just put them right on top of those lines so that I match my speed, and I go disconnect the auto throttle and disconnect autopilot at this time. Not work anymore. And now I maintain my speed as is, or at least the N
minimums.
N1 over there.
200.
You know, there's many times I'm flying it the way I see it, not the way that the diamonds are telling me.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Alright, so slowly reduce power.
10.
Hold the nose, hold the nose.
Long landing, long landing.
Man, they made the same mistake as you. I just went outside of the landing zone, the touchdown zone. It was not my best landing ever, but it was a good landing. 161 per minute. I would just stop time.
Very nice, Nico.
So I floated a little bit there myself now.
I blame that on the wind, Nico.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I will blame the wind. Well, it's a nasty wind. Nasty wind.
That wind just caught you underneath.
You see? Oh, thank you. What would I do without you, Scotsman?
If you're looking for an excuse, just give a shout.
100 remaining.
That was a nice flight.
Yeah, I liked it. We've had a couple of good flights in the last couple of days. 2-3 days.
I wish I'd got up earlier enough. I still had my alarm set for 6 o'clock, but I didn't get to bed till about 3 because I was up flying in Canada last night.
Oh my goodness.
Aye. Thunder was sitting watching us last night, like sitting, you know, after a blather.
Yeah, I saw you guys, yeah. You know what I forgot? One of the other things I did forget, and I do apologize, but I'm going to come clean on it. I did not arm my speed brake. Did not arm my speed brake. Oh, damn it.
Miss Linda for the kind of things.
Yeah, look, it was a nice landing. Thank you, James. It was good. No problem. Nobody died and all. But, you know, don't use this as a training scenario flight, if I can put it that way. When we did training, we concentrate a little bit more. Right. They said coming. I've got you on decast. Said I'm runway vacated, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's this being human thing that sometimes gets me, you know. But anyway, James, from the beginning, I said on this channel, I want to keep it real. You know, if you make a mistake, we're human. It happens. Next time, I'm going to remember to arm the stupid thing again. Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, basically what you need to do is in the Zibo, in the Boeing, you basically just pull it. You'll see there's a light there that's supposed to light up. Now, it's supposed to be green in the air. Now it's red because it's warning you don't do it on the ground. So in the air, it's going to be green. You just move it like that. There, it's armed. And then on that side, if you pull it too far, it will tell you. Okay, again, we're not in the air, so it's not telling us. But it will tell you if you pulled it too far, if it's actually deployed already. So it's easy enough. I mean, it's just a memory item that you need to remember. You know, just move it like that. Now it's armed, and then it will deploy the moment that you land. Yeah, I think it was a nice landing. Good landing rate, everything. I think in principle, Sid, the talk through was correct. It was just unfortunate we floated a little bit. But it's the wind. Remember, it's the wind.
Yeah, we had a little tailwind also, I think.
Yeah. Stefan, yes, correct. That's why there's a saying, what happens in the cockpit stays in the cockpit. Because stuff happens, man. Yeah, and then the other thing is, look, don't care what anybody says. I'm streaming, I'm thinking, I'm talking, I'm concentrating on 3-4 different things. You know, it gets a bit much. When you're on your own, it's easier to just concentrate and get it right. And that's why I also say when I do training, I concentrate extra hard, you know, specifically not to make a mistake. But when we're just flying and having fun like this, I'm not going to, you know, kill myself because, you know, something small like that. So Yeah, it is what it is. As long as you guys understand the difference between the right and the wrong, you know, then it's all good. It's all good. We have our moments.
Is anybody else due in, Nicker?
Yeah, Sid and Neil, but Neil might be a little bit too far, Uncle John. So I think if we can get Sid in the picture, it will be a good one.
Roger,
Yeah.
sir.
I'm there.
Neil's X-plane crashed out, Uncle John, so he had to restart. So I don't think he's at Zurich even yet. Maybe he's just past Zurich, I'm not sure.
57 nautical miles to descend, so
Yeah, I know.
it's still a wee bit to go.
Way out.
Thanks, Neil.
No worries, guys.
And Kies is also on his way, but he's still a couple of minutes out. So thank you guys for flying with anyway. I mean, just because we're not going to be here when you land doesn't mean we don't appreciate you being here.
It's a pleasure getting up in the middle of the night to fly with you, Nico.
Okay.
It's not the middle of the night. It should be morning. It's just that I get too much alley at night.
I get it. Need to put a little bit more whiskey in the coffee at night, eh?
Aye, definitely, aye.
Take it a bit earlier.
No sleep at all, just stay up.
No, that's going to kill you. No. Thank you, James. You too. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, Michael. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a short flight just to get the fix for the Sunday morning. So you guys have fun. I'm not sure when Zibo is going to release this model. He might do it later today. Let's be hopeful. And then I'll obviously distribute it out to all of you guys. But until then, you go have fun with your family and your friends and whatever else you do on the Sunday. You too, Tommy. Cheerio, guys.